This is Bargain of Blood on Reaper 2 Skull.
The kobold dashes off the instant you approach. It looks like the blood tide is expecting your arrival. Front gates slam shut before you can step inside. You'll have to find some way to get it open.
The toughest enemy in this quest is probably the sorcerer, so whenever we see a sorcerer, that's going to be our first priority, unless there's a Reaper, of course. Well, I'm going to try to get this champion before all the other stuff activates. I'm going to try to get this champion skirmisher. And one thing you'll notice is that the melees aren't hitting me nearly as hard as they were in the last quest. The trolls and ogres are pretty tough enemies. Alright, so we're not really a range specialist, so we are probably going to leave any of these archers we can't get to alone. Unless they're a champion doing a lot of damage to us. Okay, Reaper. Alright, we're going to go the long way. We have a good enough jumping skill. Actually, I guess I should just show you that. But instead of going up that ramp and fighting the enemies up there, a common tactic, which requires a decent jump skill but not a ridiculous jump skill, is to jump just from here onto this tent and then bypass that hole, ramp up, and the enemy's there. So we'll just take that since we have a good jump set from the a good jump skill from the Meyer set. I don't think we had that the last time we ran this on. Well, I guess we did, but I wanted to show you that. Anyways. And you can also avoid a little fighting. Some people would jump up this corner right down here. So instead of going the gate, you just bypass the gate, come here, and jump up in this corner. Then jump over, jump over to the ladder, pull the lever, jump back, as opposed to fighting a bunch of enemies as we did. I find that to be a little bit tricky. So I just go ahead and just fight it as normal there. But
The well-dressed
you'll
shoppers
probably see
suggest
that
this part
in
of the
groups.
bazaar caters to the well-to-do.
All right, let's get this champion capture first thing. Trip if we have to. And then I like to kind of go as far to the left here as possible to try to avoid aggroing the stuff below. You can't totally avoid it, but the less we aggro, the better. Something is shooting me. Yeah, a couple casters down there. And a Carnage Reaper, I really want to avoid that. Trap here. Here comes the Carnage Reaper. So let's back up. Let's back up all the way near the shrine. There he is. Alright, he slowed us, so let's fight him here. Carnage Reaper and a champion. Oh, that's alright because we're by the shrine. But I'm a little unsure what got me there.
Normally packed with shoppers
Check
buying
my...
expensive goods, but today it is the site of blood and battle.
I think my hireling might be zerging a little too. So let's see if I can get a heal from my hireling. Alright, hireling needs spell points, so let's just rest up. And I'm going to keep my hireling here, and again, our sneak skill is not great, but up. And I probably already lost what killed me there, but pretty big hit, whatever it was. And I'm just going to... Actually, I probably don't need to do this. I'm just going to run to the left here. Try not to aggro anything more. That's unfortunately one of the things with the Reapers is they sort of aggro everything. And then we've got this box here. And I keep my hireling over there so it doesn't alert things. Get myself healed up here. Yeah, the self-healing's not quite enough for Reaper yet. Oop, let's get the hireling here. This hireling does not want to stay still. There's another creeper I can see coming. And that's one up Reaper. Bad news. No champions this time. That's good news. So this Reaper gets hard. Alright, there should be a trap. I found another trap here, but we always want to get the... Oh, let me get my bow. We always want to aim for the one with the crystal, which is this one on the left. It's the untrapped one. always go for the caster. Well, we got a Reaper, so we'll go for the Reaper. Alright, that's bad. Let's see if I can get the guy to heal me. He does not want to heal me. There we go. Champion. Get the red crown. Alright, now we got the sword to deal with. So 2 deaths. So that's a pretty good hint that we want to drop down to 1 skull after this. So we had a pretty good run on 2 skulls, and I think we're doing pretty well. But I think I'm gonna use this last cookie. Shield cookie on. Renewed, but pretty tough. You know, these guys are hitting pretty hard, and we have Psychonic Blast from the Reapers to deal with. All right, let's get this caster. Alright, let's get the orange name for the Hero Soul. Alright, now let's get this guy. There we go. Now we can deal with this guy. Get a few free shots out of this guy before he gets up. It's almost unfair, but
the manager and the bargain bazaar is in tatters.
it wasn't pretty, but we got through it.
No
2
longer
deaths.
face competition from the blood tide.
And I'm going to drop down to 1 skull. I think we've had a pretty good run on 2 skulls. It's definitely feeling a little bit tougher this level. Next level will gain quite a bit of power. Level 12, we get a feat, we get a stat boost, and we get access to our tier 5 enhancements in Paladin, Knights of the Chalice. So we're going to get a bit of a boost next life. That is Bargain of Blood on Reaper 2 Skulls.